Good morning, cyber traders, and welcome today on this lovely Thursday. Good to see you all, everybody. Hopefully, I was ready for another new day of trading. Get a nice little pop right now in pre-market in SMFL. I see a bunch of you guys which kind of playing around with this morning. It was on the big watch list early this morning. I just posted it up there on social media. Hopefully, everybody could see it. But yeah, a couple of good stocks going on. A lot of news coming out this week, actually. I don't know if you guys realize it, but a lot of new earnings coming out. Costco. We saw what happened with Dick's. You have Kohl's, which they get really beat up actually this morning. You have Nordstrom's, my wife's favorite store. I mean, like, there's a lot of new stocks that are coming out. So we're definitely going to check them all out and see how it's going to go out, because the retailers are obviously, we're going to see how retailers do have a lot to do with inflation and everything else to see how they're going to work out. But before we do that, like we always like to do, let's start off and talk about what we're going to be going on for this week and what stocks we traded so far. Remember, today at 12 o'clock, I will be doing and hosting a open house. So if you're watching on social media, you got your phone right there. Just scan your QR code, top left-hand corner. We'll get you in that free webinar, and you can always join our trading room. Just make sure you like us and friend us always on our social media platforms. Now, regarding about what we traded yesterday, a couple of interesting stocks that did pretty well, and one of them is actually still picking back so far this morning. This ASTA, I mean, my God, I mean, this ASTS, what a great moving stock. It moved really nice yesterday. I mean, I know that, I don't know if this has anything to do with the merger with T-Mobile did with Singular, but oh, that's right. This one signed a big contract with Verizon. That's right. So ASTS, I mean, they love the news on it. I mean, just looking at the stock, it was $2. This thing's up about 500% on a swing trade. She's still up this morning. So we had fun trading yesterday. You know, you know us. We're done at like 10:30, right? 10:30 was right here. I mean, that was at 7. We watched this thing go from like 6. That's up a buck move. And I mean, if she finished up all the way to 9, I mean, that's a really, really big move. She's still strong. She's still going back on the watch list. ASTS is on there. Chewy. Okay. What happened with our favorite little store, Chewy? Was it CHWY, right? So Chewy did really, really well too. I mean, I order from Chewy all the time for my cat, Chloe and Luna. I got 2 cats. And, you know, great store, great everything, but took a really big beating with everything, but did really well, holding up pretty strong here at these prices still. Is it on a swing trade? You know what? You got big resistance levels right around here back in November, which looks like it broke, but it could probably test this 25 if it holds you pretty strong. We'll put it on the watch list. We'll keep an eye on that. Donut got crushed. I mean, got hammered. I'm a big fan. I'm a huge Krispy Kreme fan. Okay. And actually, some of you here probably remember me, you know, I did an on-site class down in Mobile, Alabama with DTI, with Tom Busby. And, you know, and unfortunately they closed it, but one of the last freestanding, you know, original stores was down there. But, I mean, I don't know why it's getting crushed so bad, but my God, this thing is breaking all-time lows. Can we get a dead cat bounce? One problem. When you break all-time lows, that's not a good sign. And listen, Krispy Kreme did go out of business already once before. I remember it was a long time ago. We'll put it on the B list and see if it holds up. Just, I'm going to try not to get too, attached to the stock. I'm like, wow, I love the company. You know, sounds cheap. Maybe I'll buy it. I don't know about that. We'll get, let's not take things personal when it comes to trading. Okay. A couple of other great stocks that came out. Everybody remembers Kava. So Kava company just went public. I was a big fan of Kava. We saw what happened with Chipotle, and, Chipotle's now got that news coming out with that, stock split. Kava doing really well. I don't know. Could it be the next one? It could. I mean, listen, we had it on a swing trade. We talked about it. Unfortunately, I sold my shares because I ended up jumping into, Eli Lilly. But Kava did really well yesterday. So that was, and it did well all day. I mean, it started from this morning. It didn't stop all the way up until, right into the close. Very, very, very expensive stock. But you know what? Listen, we do trade as a day traders, we do trade expensive stocks. It's not all just about small cap stocks. Nvidia obviously was always on the watch list. Nvidia is doing really well. Listen, if you can't afford Nvidia, which I know a lot of us probably can't, you always got this one right here, the NVDL. So a little bit cheaper, more the ETF. So that one is pretty decent right there. DKS, also very, very expensive. They blew out earnings. Actually, they didn't do earnings. They reported that they're doing better than expected over earnings, and that one did phenomenal. But, obviously, once the market opened up, it kind of died. We're not going to trade the stock, but gives you good, how could I say it? Looking forward to other retailers that are coming out with earnings that are coming out today. So if that's doing well, we'll keep an eye on that. I'm going to keep a very close eye on Costco. That one obviously has got bigger earnings too. That's coming out too. That's basically the staple of the whole market. I probably blow, I don't know. My wife's trying to cut my credit card on Costco. I mean, when people go to the supermarket, I go to Costco. Some people go to the clothing store, the mall. I go to Costco. So yeah, I'm like a huge fan, and I am addicted. I'm like it's the new club of the 80s for the 50s, Costco. So anyway, that one's doing pretty well. Foot Locker has earnings too. Yep. So yeah, Foot Locker just made a nice little pop right there. They just must have came out with their earnings. That one's doing pretty well. I can't believe I'm not a fan of Foot Locker, but you know what? Looks like they're doing pretty well. What else we got here that did pretty well? A&F. That one too did phenomenal yesterday. That thing just did not stop too. So those are really what's going on right now with the stocks. Now let's go on, see what's moving on this morning. So we got this one stock, this SMFL, and just kind of let you know here. I'm looking at the iceberg orders, big iceberg orders right here around 750. You could see the ladder effect that's coming on. Now remember, everybody, if you missed it, we had Bookmap on yesterday, okay, on the podcast. If you subscribe to our YouTube channel or any of social media, you could watch the quick 60-second clips that we made of it. We will have the long version coming up shortly, but if you missed it, we will have them there again. Big fan of the product. You got to be, like I said, it tells you where the orders are. We focus on watching where the money is, and you could see how that has a lot to do with it. So SMFL, if you didn't get it early this morning, or even 8 o'clock, you know what? Market's not open yet. Market's not open. Still got time. Another stock that's also moving up pretty decently right here too is this stock ONMD, and we got a pretty good big buyer at 220. Which 220, give me a break. That's all the way down here, right? I mean, but you know what? He did show up about 9 o'clock. Program trading kick in. You can see it right there. You see it for 79,000. Not that many big orders out here on the big spike, but you got somebody out there at around 350. So that one looks pretty good. Remember, it's all about volume. No volume, can't trade the stock. ONMD, can you keep a close eye on it? Second biggest percentage gainer, up 38%. I saw Wolf, but I passed on it. I wasn't too crazy about the volume, wasn't too crazy about the iceberg orders, wasn't too crazy about this one too. This one I didn't like either. I didn't like this one. What's that one? No, I don't like that one either. This one I found, ASTS, which we saw that one, posting that up again. And I don't like the levels on this thing. See, it's like Legos. Not really seeing too many orders on that. But she is moving. She's got 3 million shares. Not that much orders out there, though. What else did I find? CGC, right? I found that one, too. CGC is coming on a downtrend. This stock literally took a very, very big hit. And there's still orders still showing up right here. You see right here, $2, 180, 170, still pushing it down. So I'm not seeing any buyers. So that's probably the reason why it's still trending down. Pass on that one. This stock got crushed. All right. So here's a 2-day chart on that. So this one's starting to make a little bit of a dead cat bounce right here. And you know what? If you saw it early this morning, there was big ass orders that showed up right around $1.20, 49,000, 100,000. So if you got in here around 8:30, traders in the cyber group room, you did pretty well on that one. That had a good, pretty nice little bounce. Remember, we're not scared trading stocks that get crushed. So is it over? I don't know. Market's not open yet. So you tell me. So we have AMAXN. Put that on our watch list. We're going to keep an eye on that one. Any other stocks? Remember, I love bottom fishing. I love stocks that get crushed. You always get a little bit of dead cat bounce. All right, on the New York Stock Exchange, I didn't really see that much. Oh, this is Burlington Stores. Looks like they just came out with earnings. Looks like they did well. Foot Locker, there's that one. You can see all the retailers. AI showed up out of nowhere. So that's an interesting stock. I guess that had earnings, AI. Can always tell when you see the thing pops like that at 4 o'clock. Let me go check out AI. AI's got a couple of big sellers that's showing up right now. Between AI is a very, very dangerous stock to trade, by the way. Be careful of that. A couple of big orders, 30,000 around $30. Got another couple of big orders around 27.50, 13,000, 21,000. So we got a little bit of a couple of brick walls right there. There's that resistance levels right there. Everybody see that one right there? From pre-market yesterday and today. Okay, that's this right here. That's that guy right there. He's been sitting out there since yesterday. Okay. All right. So that one, AI, we're going to keep an eye on that one. And what else I had? I had Path, right? Yeah, Path got crushed yesterday. Oh, my God. And the sellers are just not stopping. Jesus, there's 179,000 share seller just showed up right now at 12.90. This thing, is it in pharmaceutical stock? I mean, it got to be earned. That's definitely an earnings play. This is not looking good for this stock. Anyway, here's that big order. You guys want to see what it looks like? Bam, right there. 170. Look at that. 176,000 shares. He just showed up right now a little bit about less than 20 minutes ago. He's not letting go because I'm not moving. I'm not moving. So how does that feel that you trade in the market? For all the listeners out there that are on social media, you can't see these orders. How do you not want to see where your buyer and seller is? Remember, we're just trying to get the crumbs on the floor. All right. So anyway, we got our list over here. Not a big list. It is Thursday. It is hump day. There's always a lot of stocks that are moving this morning. So we'll find some new ones that will show up. So we got those lists right now. Anything I'm missing I did not call out? iPass shares is trading low after the company report first quarter earnings, issue weak revenue guidance. Now see a transition. Another company trying to get out of the another CEO resigning on that one, huh? Let me just post that in there. That's the news on that stock. On Path. All right, good. CGC worth watching. We'll put that one up there. We'll check that out, Samuel. CGC. Oops, spelled it. Yeah, CGC, nice little move. Another pot stock. The pot stocks are moving. Oh, maybe. Good call on that one. Just made a nice little move right now. Keep an eye on that. So we got a couple of them. We'll post those links up there on all of them. All right. So, all right, guys, let's get ready for the market open up. Remember, today at 12 o'clock, I will be on having open house. If you're watching on social media, you got the little scanner up in the top left-hand corner. Just scan it. If you miss it, if you're watching recording, don't worry about it. You can get the archive of it. All right. And then everyone else, we're going to be going live in the market in the trading room, the cyber group room in 15 minutes. So let's go take a quick 15-minute break. Come with a clear head. Go, fill up our refreshments and get ready for the market open up. All right, guys. Good luck, everyone. Happy trading, and we'll be back. Don't go anywhere.